What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Thailand? Beautiful beaches, tropical landscapes, or if you're like me, it's the food. Sure, there's a lot of good cuisines out there. Italian food is fantastic, but Thai food, there's just something really special about it. What makes Thai food, I think, so special is they try to incorporate the 5 different flavors. So we have sour, sweet, salty, bitter, and spicy, of course. I was lucky enough to go to Thailand twice, and my second time I was able to work at a hostel and stay in Bangkok for a couple weeks. And of course, throughout that time, I ate so much food. I had at least 5 meals a day because it was so cheap and it was so delicious. There's just something special about eating street food. I mean, you're sitting in 100 degrees heat with humidity, eating on top of a plastic table, Hello Kitty tablecloth. No, seriously. But they're all about eating this delicious meal for $2. And it's just amazing. It's better than so many restaurants I've ever gone to. But when you think of Thai food, I'm sure the things that come up are, pad Thai, some nice red curry, a green curry, some soups, and those are all delicious. But to my surprise, there's so many more Thai dishes that I found in Thailand, which I unfortunately can't really find too many of here. But here are 5 of the most delicious Thai foods that you probably haven't heard of. Number 5, Klawai Top. These are these grilled bananas that you could find everywhere. Sometimes they grill just a whole banana, sometimes they cut it up, and then they smash it and serve it on a little satay stick, and then they put it in a plastic bag with the caramel sauce, and it's so delicious. So I found this for the first time when I was in Khao Sok National Park, and I stumbled upon this festival accidentally, and one of the stalls was serving this snack. So I go up and get one order, and it's delicious. So 10 minutes later, I go back and get a second order, and it's so good, and I'm still at the festival. An hour later, I decide to go back one more time for the 3rd time, and after I ordered, the people want to take a picture of me because I've gone back so many times because I was one of their most valued customers. Number 4, Ganam Wong. This was one of my all-time favorite breakfast dessert snack in Thailand. When I worked at the hostel, I had this for breakfast with some Thai iced tea almost every other day, even though it was so unhealthy because it's just all sugar. It's this thin pancake that's filled with like a meringue, and then either a sweet or savory filling, and it's folded up, and it's amazing. The sweet filling is usually like a sweet egg yolk, and the savory one is usually some seafood or like a shrimp filling. This one I was able to find everywhere. You could find this almost all the street food places if you just look for it. Number 3, Ganam Krok. So this is it's another small street food snack, but it's a tiny little coconut pudding. And it's crispy on the outside, and the inside is this almost pudding texture. And it's served sometimes with like corn or scallions. Number 2, Ganam Babdin. This is a pretty simple dessert. I found it only a few times at Chatuchak Market. One of the coolest markets, by the way, you have to visit if you're in Thailand. And it's just a small little pancake made of grated coconut, maybe some other flours ingredients. Number 1 is chicken rice, also called galmangai. This was one of my favorite lunches and dinners, sometimes even breakfast. It's a really simple dish. It's a variation of the Hainanese chicken. I eventually learned the Thai name galmangai, and so whenever I saw the chickens hanging up, I knew that was chicken rice, and I would just go up and say galmangai. And sometimes I even thought I spoke Thai, but the only Thai words I know are just foods. The chicken rice is, as it sounds, just chicken and rice. And the chicken's boiled rather simply, but the rice is made with the chicken juices and the chicken fat, and it's just this super delicious, savory dish, also served with different sauces as well sometimes. That's it, 5 of the most delicious Thai foods that you may or may not have heard of before. Let me know if you tried any of these, and if you have, which ones are your favorites. I'm sure to check out the recipes below and see how to make them at home, or you have to go to Thailand and try them for real.
Oh my.
Not bad, not bad.